Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be trying to survive as long as I can versus this 3200 engine. Now I don't know if this is Stockfish or Komodo, but I don't really care. So the point of this video is I'm going to play two games, one with white and one with black. And let's just see how long I make it. My goal is 40 moves. So now this is the line now it's playing the perk defense, which is it's offering me to trade queens. Now, normally, I wouldn't suggest this, but, okay, in this line, in this line when it plays g6, I usually go for f4. I recommend that line a lot. Now, I play this because it pins, and I can go knight d5. And I should be slightly better here because I have more development, and it's easier for me to move my pieces. Okay, it goes king to c8. Now, I could have actually, back here, maybe I could have went for f4, but he has h6, so probably not. So I could go knight f3, but there's this idea of f4, which is always going to be lurking, but maybe this g4 squirrel will be weak then, so yeah. Okay, I'm going to go knight to f3, it attacks this pawn, and just develops a piece. And I'm expecting bishop to d6 here. Okay, goes knight d7, which is actually not a bad move. Now, I do have an idea. It's a bit of a complex idea. I'm gonna try and trade off this white square bishop because I feel like it benefits me to try and go for these white squares. Okay, goes bishop b4. It wants to take my knight and go knight takes e4. So, and I can see a move like knight c5 coming in the future. So it's actually kind of a tough position. Now I'm gonna do something which is a bit weird. I'm gonna take the bishop for the knight. Yeah, because if knight takes f6, I could take the pawn on e5. And the point after g takes f6, now there's no pressure on e4, so I can continue with my plan of trying to go for the white squares. But I do think I'm a bit worse because now black has the bishop, actually not anymore, because I can take. But black has this open g file, and black has just more activity. But overall, I'm doing pretty solid. And it's only 14 moves. Now, rook g8, I'm going to go g3. And I'm looking at some sort of rook f1, f4. I want to try to get active here. In endgames, you always want to be active. Well, that's kind of obvious. Actually, not really. But I'm trying to be as active as possible. I'm gonna go pawn to f4 so I can get something on the f file. This pawn is kind of weak, so hopefully, okay, it's gonna attack, which is kind of annoying because now I have to go knight b1 defending the pawn, and if rook takes d1, it can take and go rook g2. And it's a little bit annoying because you can go rook g2, rook g4. So I'm gonna go king takes d1. And the point is, after rook check, I'm gonna go king e2. So I'm gonna go king e2 right now. Okay, engine goes rook g4. So the problem with my position is my pieces are not very active. This knight is paralyzing my knight, and the king can come here, and that's always an idea. And I can't take because the king can take, and this pawn will be weak. So I really can't do much in this position. I'm gonna go king to f3 to attack this rook, and I'm gonna also go rook to d1 check. It allows me to go rook d1 check, And I feel like my only way to draw this game is to stay active. King c7. Now, I can go maybe c4. Maybe it's the best idea to go c4 now, so I can prevent some sort of b5. Yeah. I'm gonna go c4 now because if I... Oh, okay, well I blundered a pawn. But the position was already bad anyway. If black might have gone b5, so I can't move my pawn, it'll be paralyzed. And maybe it's for the best that I have given up my pawn, because now I can move my knight. Knight to c3. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of these annoying moves. See, I'm constantly defending here. And slowly but sure, oh, okay, well I blundered my knight. Well, that's not very good for my white game. After rook takes c3, okay. Now I'm not going to resign pretty early because I only have one more chance in this challenge. I'm going to try to be as active as possible. So I recommend for some people not as experienced, I guess. Just try and be as active as you can in endgames, and that's probably the best way you can save positions. Although this position is clearly not salvageable, especially against a 3200 engine. Oh, well, that's a nice move. The point is, if king takes h4, knight to g6 forks my rook and my king, and I lose my rook. And that's a way to simplify things. Also, yeah, if you're up material, you should always simplify, because it makes the position easier to win. Like, let's just say, like, for an example, like, I have, like, a rook, and my opponent has, like, a bishop, and if I can, like, win the bishop and a pawn to sack the rook, you should probably go for something like that, because it makes the position easier to win. I'm just waiting at this point. The whole point of endgames is you want to try and promote most of the time. And that's exactly what this engine's doing. Probably gonna go knight to e5 so it can go e... Okay, never mind. Probably gonna go e3. And sometimes you also gotta watch for a stalemate, so maybe I'll try for like a stalemate. That's probably not gonna work. Check. If king takes c3, I was gonna go a3, and if he took my pawn there, it would have been a draw. Well, now it's gonna be checkmate, rook or queen. Queen, okay. Well, that was not a very good game. I'm gonna try to play more solid, I guess. Okay, d4. I'm gonna go d5. And c4. This is... I could play the queen's gambit, or I can play the sloth. These are also good options to play against d4. I tend to go for the sloth more. Knight f6. Knight e3. You can take the pawn. You can go e6. I like to go e6 here and play the semi-sloth defense. Just some options. Okay. Now after e3, the line I play is knight bd7. It's like I think it's the main line here. After bishop d3, it's a lot of like complex stuff here. So you have to take the pawn and you have to go b5. And after the bishop moves back, I go bishop to b7. And the whole point of this like sloth structure is you want to try and get the move c5. I could do two for different things. I can go b4 c5, or I can go a6 so I can defend the pawn, then I can go c5. I like to go for this b4 thing. And the point is, after once the knight moves, now I don't have to worry about a pawn that's gonna be hanging once I go c5, so I can actually go c5 now. And the position should be fine here for black. Now after knight d5, I think you can the knight can take, but I guess it doesn't. I'm gonna take this pawn. Now there is one thing that white could have taken knight takes c5 and try and follow along with me here. I would have taken, the pawn would take, bishop would take, and the whole point of this is white can go bishop b5 check, and now my bishop can't block because it takes, my queen can't block because of this, and after bishop to b5 check in that scenario, I would be forced to move my king and I can't castle. Little bit complex. This line's a little bit complex. So try your best to follow along, I guess. Now, I'm gonna castle. White has a lot of space here, which I don't really like, but should still be fine here. Now I could see this bishop h6 idea. I can see this like knight e6 maybe thing here. If I go g6, maybe knight to e6. These sacrifices are sometimes a thing. The point is, if take g6, knight e6, the point is take maybe bishop g6, and after takes, queen takes g6, and after king h8, you can actually take a draw, a perpetual check there. This is a tough position. I'm probably gonna go g6 anyway. My idea is I wanna go, I'm gonna move my rook, and I want to bring my bishop to support these dark squares, because these dark squares are really weak now. And goes knight takes e6. Okay. Why do I have a feeling something? Oh, okay. I see the idea. So after f takes e6, white's gonna take on g6. And I am dead. Completely. Well, I don't have to take the knight. Chess is not checkers. I don't have to take the knight. And now the big problem in my position is not just that I am down a pawn. White has this break of e6 now, and it's gonna shatter my king side, and my king is gonna be in severe trouble. Plus, there's a lot of tactics with all the pieces over there in that area, and I'm just losing here. Now I'm gonna go bishop f8. The point is, okay, I completely forgot about that. See, I knew I could take the bishop, but I forgot that I can go there, and my knight's gonna be hanging. Now that is a big problem. So I'm gonna go knight f4, attack the bishop. Bishop b5 defends the knight and moves out of the way, but it's gonna go for checkmate. Yeah, there's something deadly here. So if queen a4, bishop f7, king h8, and bishop takes e8, wins the exchange because I can take the bishop back. And this pawn is a passed pawn. And my king is really weak, so this is a really bad position. Now, I did make the goal of 40 moves, so I'm going to try my best to last 40 moves. Basically, just play as solid as possible. Okay. Now, if rook takes f7, queen takes a8. Unfortunately, that is not very good. And my queen is not trapped yet. Okay, gives me the knight, but maybe there's like a queen e7. Hold up, what am I missing here? I'm gonna just take the knight because that's my, like, b3, queen a3, like, oh. Okay, so now my queen is trapped. This is very funny. My queen is actually trapped. And I'm supposed to last 15 more moves. This is not good. Queen takes b3. Just takes the queen. And, okay. How do I last 40 moves against An unstoppable engine. I can see it's gonna come in. My king is very weak. So I'm probably gonna keep my rook here so I can take the rook. I'm gonna go bishop g7 so I can like cover some of this like diagonal over here. Queen d7. See what the engine's probably doing, it's probably preparing e6, e7 and just promote the thing. This is not good at all. So I'm gonna go here. Let's stop this somewhat. Okay, rook a7. Yeah, and now I can't even take because of this. Oh, it's even more bad. So I'm gonna go here to defend because this is threatening queen takes g7 checkmate. Take, take. I'm expecting e6. And maybe I can survive another 10 more moves here. It's gonna be tough. The goal was to last 40 moves. So I have 10 more moves. Okay. It's gonna come down. The pawn's coming down no matter what. Maybe when the pawn comes down, I can go here and stop this. It's just moving the knight. So probably it's gonna go there, so I can't even go there. That's how precise the engine is. It doesn't even give me a single chance. Now I just have to hope and pray that... Okay, pawn to g4 attacks my knight. And I can't... Okay, I'm gonna go here. Maybe it just doesn't... Maybe it doesn't... Okay, it sees it, of course. Now, I don't know how to last 7 more moves. Because the pawn is gonna come down. And it can't be stopped. You know, I was hoping this video would be kind of instructional, but this was just a beatdown. It's not even funny. If bishop h6, yeah, it's gonna go g5. So I'm gonna let that happen. Yeah. The point is, quick, if takes, like, better than taking the bishop, queen g7 is checkmate. Bishop f8. Okay, how do we last 4 more moves? Oh my god. Like, I'm so close. Okay. Then I can resign. Oh, queen h7 is checkmate. Oh no. Oh my god. It's gonna be close. 96? Wait, does this count as 40 moves? Does this count as 40 moves? We reached move 40, technically. Yeah, I'm gonna count that. Anyways, that's all for today. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I was hoping this would be instructional, but this was just more of a beatdown and me trying to survive. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, you can hit that like and subscribe button, and goodbye.